In a world that is becoming increasingly diverse, inclusive governance and representation are more critical than ever. The term inclusive often sparks a wide range of thoughts and associations for me. I found it fitting to use the 11th chapter to be even more transparent than I have been in the previous chapters. The number 11 is significant to me. It is not only the month I was born, but also my high school football jersey number. As the first starting black quarterback at my school, this number represents a pivotal moment in my life and career. On picture day, while posing with one of my backup quarterbacks, who was also black, I overheard an assistant coach mutter, "Two soul brother quarterbacks. What will the booster club say about that?" At the time, the comment didn't bother me much. I focused on my high school career, achieving several accolades and earning the Student Athlete of the Year award in my senior year. Despite that comment, I always felt respected and well received by the town and the student body. I never thought much about that coach's comment that day. But years later, as I became a writer, I started asking myself the hard questions about race and my experiences with racism. I began reflecting on what it feels like to be denied something because of your skin color and whether it should feel just as unsettling to be given something solely because of it. When Joe Biden ran for president in 2020, and announced that he would select a woman of color as his running mate, I was appalled. He didn't realize how racist that could sound. The most qualified person for the job should be the priority. Race shouldn't define their worth. It reminds me of how Trump spoke about black jobs being taken by immigrants. But that's another story. Even today, I feel offended by how easily people can say things without understanding that their words can be offensive to others. But let's take a longer, harder look at what being inclusive is really telling us. What does it mean when we prioritize race or gender in decision-making? Does it truly create equality, or does it perpetuate the very divisions we're trying to overcome? Inclusivity, at its core, should be about opening doors for all based on merit, not assigning value based on identity. How else will the playing field be leveled if we don't intentionally assign positions for every group that makes up the population? On one hand, ensuring representation can break down barriers for marginalized communities. On the other, should this approach take precedence over qualifications and experience? It's a delicate balance between creating opportunities and ensuring that the best person for the job isn't overshadowed by identity politics. After discussing this deep topic and examining the key features of inclusiveness and why it matters, ultimately, only you can judge how it makes you feel. I'm not writing this to sway anyone's opinion. My goal is simply to provide the facts and leave the rest for you to reflect on. At the end of this chapter, we will compare and contrast the Trump and Biden administrations to assess how effectively each attempted to promote inclusivity.